All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here live. All right, for another podcast on March 2nd. It's already March 2nd, 2026. Oh my God, the year is flying by already. Today we are very fortunate. From American Home Shield, we have Trisha Ferris. Trish, welcome to the show. Trisha, I should say, sorry. Okay, you got to hit *6 to unmutify. *6, please.
Oh, does that do it? Okay, perfect.
Right,
hey, yeah, I know. Everybody's super excited to talk warranty at the start of the last month of the quarter.
But I think once you give them the spin and why it's so important, because all the top agents I talk to love using the warranty as part of their marketing plan. So, yes, we do want to talk warranty.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to understand what it's about and how it can be used and how to use it properly. I have a couple examples, so I think it's good to know.
Yeah. So tell them, give them the well, first off, before we do that, tell them a little about yourself, because they want to see that you're a human being, like maybe what you did before this and all that stuff. Give them a little idea about you first. Sure.
I think everybody's starting to get to know me. I'm almost at 3 years with American Home Shield. It's really easy. It's 13 years around real estate. I have a marketing degree from Washington State University. I am a Cougar, go Cougs. But I actually used to run all the marketing at Fabulous Freddy's. If you guys are familiar with Fabulous Freddy's, love me some Fabulous Freddy's. And then had a child and didn't know what to do with myself. And so after having him, I came back and got hired on with doing some agent onboarding with a competitor and kind of running their marketing department, and then did some operations at a brokerage here in town, and then the pandemic hit. And then I was TCing from home, which was awesome, and I got to run kind of the operations side of how to get through a transaction, and I loved that taskmaster type thing, kind of took the task mastering, getting through a transaction and understanding contracts and what it takes to get through a transaction. And then Tony, you guys know Tony, she was awesome, and she was retiring. She's like, I think you would love this. It's time for you to get out from being home, and it's, a little home, a little out. And she's like, you'd love it. And she had me apply, and before you know it, here I am. So it's been kind of a great mix of knowing contracts, kind of understanding what you guys do, and marketing and all of those things. I am a blended family. I have a total of 4 kids, one of my own, a little boy. If you follow me on Facebook, I'm a soccer mom, a teen mom. I have an addiction to iced tea. I love to scuba dive. I live way up in the Northwest, though, so going down to that Green Valley office is a little painful sometimes because I am way up at Farm and Jones, but I love it. So, yeah, I've been in Vegas for, 27 years, I think now, something like that. So, yeah, loving it. So, yeah, real estate a long time, marketing background.
I see your post. I had no idea that you were the marketing behind I love the name, too, Fabulous Freddy's. That's the car cleaner place, right?
Yeah, car wash, but it's taken me back. My heart is a little broken. He recently sold just about all of his locations that didn't have a lease. He's not getting older. He's, about 15 years older than I am. And he has daughters. He has 4 daughters. His name's Freddie Smith. He is the grandson of the Smith's grocery store. He is the grandson. He had 3 or 4 daughters, and none of the sons-in-laws wanted to get in the business. So he just sold all of them that did not have leases to Terribles, and that used to be like the enemy. So he just sold all of them, and he's just keeping his one in Salt Lake City, which is kind of like his hometown. But yes.
Wow.
It was kind of a thing.
Well, and when COVID happened, right, nobody was cleaning the inside of cars, so that must have been a downer for a while.
Oh, I don't know. I was in real estate way by then. I was TC, and I've been around real estate for 13 years. So I didn't know if you wanted me to name competitors or anything, but I've been around real estate for 13 years. So kind of started doing some agent onboarding and social media, kind of when social media hit, and everybody's like, oh, we as a brokerage should start posting on social media and telling people what we're doing. So what was that, like 2012, 2013. I started posting for a brokerage and telling everybody what the brokerage was doing and doing all those like agent onboarding, getting their picture taken and doing their buyer packages and listing packages and all those kind of things.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we still have an issue here with some of our agents. We have such great marketing, and some of them still don't have pictures on their websites. But little basic stuff like that goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm very familiar with all that. Yes, that's super, super important stuff to kind of get all aligned, because as soon as you start doing business, you don't have time for that. So you kind of want to get all that stuff taken care of right in the beginning of getting your business going and get all those systems in place. So it's all kind of happening really quickly. But don't get too busy doing that, because you can get busy doing that and not doing the actual income driving stuff either, you know? Get it set up, but then start doing the income driving stuff.
Yes, I agree 100%. You're preaching to the choir. All right, so now let's get into this. Let's get into this real estate now. I mean, American Home Shield. I mean, we're Berkshire Hathaway, obviously, and American Home Shield is one of our dynamite partners. We all love American Home Shield, but give them a little idea of the company and why is a warranty so important in today's world?
Yeah, so American Home Shield, yes, we are your home warranty partner. American Home Shield is the builder and the pioneer in home warranty. We built it, in 1971, if you can believe that. We are the founder of home warranty. We consider ourselves the leader. We come up with an idea, and everybody kind of follows suit. We have 2 million members. We do 4 million claims, we paid out $4 billion in claims in the last 7 years. We do $300,000 real estate transactions every year. So we do quite a bit of business. We are really proud of ourselves. We are the founders and the innovators. So, yeah, we are proud. Real estate, our warranties are different than insurance. Insurance is right for perils, things that are happen and required by mortgage, important for things that may break, right? I'm dealing with it myself. If you're watching me on Facebook, you're seeing that I had a major water leak and I'm redoing my kitchen. That is not going to be warranty. We are not doing big things on warranty. We are the things that are inside your house that are just going to break from normal wear and tear. The washer that all of a sudden goes kerplunk, the dishwasher that all of a sudden springs a leak, those types of things, not for the water leak that takes out all of your cabinets like in my house. So we are super innovative. That's one thing I really like about our company. We're the only ones with an app. We have an American Home Shield app that I'm telling everybody to make sure that your buyers have. You can file your claim. We have the live experts that are really cool and kind of showing everybody about. That is doing more than just service claims. We are helping with maintenance. You can call in and figure out how to empty your filter on your dishwasher or your washer, because nobody knows that there's a filter on your dishwasher or your washer that should be cleaned out every few months. We help you do those kind of things that are not even related to service claims, but help you with home ownership. So super innovative, kind of comical. Sometimes we even make fun of home warranty with our Warrantina ads. So we're kind of fun. I think warranty can be kind of humdrum, but we're kind of fun, I think.
Yeah, you guys are, and you're definitely involved in everything we do with training and everything around the company too. I see you around all the time, which is absolutely fabulous. And I know that some of a lot of the top agents use warranties. So tell them, okay, so I'm listing a property. Let's start there. I'm listing a property. What's the pitch, and why would I want a warranty on my listing?
Yeah, we are actually doing a ton of listing coverage right now because listings are lasting, right? We are not you put a listing on it and it's in contract and sold 25 days later, 30 days later. Listings are lasting longer. So our listing coverage is $75 once the deal closes, and it protects the home for $1,500 worth of coverage. It's going to provide the homeowner with some peace of mind that they have somebody to call if something comes up on a request for repairs and or breaks during that listing time, or why they are in escrow. So all of a sudden they come home and or if it's vacant and they show up and the water heater is leaking, or they show up and somebody tries to kick on the air conditioner or heater and it doesn't work. It is not for a lack of maintenance. I always tell the example of that agent that got so mad at me because we did not cover the jacuzzi tub and the master bathroom that hadn't been taken care of for like 6 years, and we didn't cover it. It's not for lack of maintenance type of issues. It's for things that didn't come up. We have fixed lots of diverters. I've had some leaky sinks that we did take care of. So things like that. It is only $1,500 worth of protection. We do cancel it. So I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer because, gosh forbid, you put the coverage on. Say you take a listing, right? Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, today we're taking your listing. Tomorrow I'm going to put listing coverage on with my account rep at American Home Shield. Even if the house doesn't close with an American Home Shield warranty, the buyer decides that they don't want a warranty, a flipper buys it, whatever, we can cancel it even with a claim. So there's like absolutely no risk and no reason you shouldn't be putting on a home warranty because there's no risk. So even if you call in a month later and you have a fix-your water heater and there's additional cost maybe for the seller or no seller, or there isn't, there's no risk because you can even have that claim and call and say, hey, you know what, take that off. The buyer's decided they don't want a warranty or whatever. We could take it off and there's no cost at all to the seller at all. Our hope is that we do get the buyer side. That is the reason we do it, but there is no risk at all for them.
Right. And it just helps with the marketing of the property when the
For
property
sure.
comes with a warranty. Yeah, right?
Yeah. So the hope is that you would say in your listing description, or if a buyer's agent calls you, hey, we already have an American Home Shield warranty on this. Please consider American Home Shield for your warranty. It also adds time to the warranty for seasonings, right? So I have a Simply Vegas agent right now that has a leaky valve that popped up on the seller's inspection or the buyer's inspection on the inspection report. And guess what? They didn't get that thing fixed. And now it closed. Had they had seller coverage and closed, I might have been able to get that thing fixed if they had seller's coverage. But they didn't have seller's protection, didn't close, and 1 week after they closed, they're calling me trying to get it fixed. I'm like, that's a pre-existing. You should have gotten that fixed before you closed, or you should have got it fixed during seller's coverage. So, I mean, there's no reason not to have each of your homes that you have listed with seller's coverage, because that would have been a different conversation with me, with auto and service, had that home, this particular home that this agent is calling me, had they had seller's coverage. I would have had a much easier time to get that covered versus 1 week after closing with no coverage on sellers. I would have had 2 months coverage versus 1 week of coverage and an inspection report with it leaking. I don't know if that makes sense, but you understand that kind of idea?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
yeah,
it does.
I mean,
and I think they should hear, okay, so we know what it costs to get the seller's coverage and so forth. Now
sure.
I'm writing a contract on one of those. What's the cost? Sure. And yeah, please go through that if you could, please. Thank you.
Sure. Oh, I love this part because my TC side shows up. RPA, the residential purchase agreement, I always say it is so important that your national organization has put it on the RPA. So buyer's agents, you are not supposed to be waiting to talk about warranty and explain what warranty is versus insurance. At the closing table, you'd be surprised on how many buyers are calling me, because you guys give them your number, which is totally fine. I don't mind talking to buyers, but can you at least explain insurance versus warranty? Because some people are not even explaining that to the buyers. So it has to be explained, and it is on page 5 of your RPA. The number is always, if you're the seller's agent, you should be putting in closer to 900, but 815 is Shield Complete for a single family, nothing fancy, no pool, no septic, no well, just a simple single family home is 815. That's going to get them Shield Complete, which comes with the roof coverage up to $1,000. It's going to come with on the house either a free rekey or free HVAC. Nobody else is doing that. A choice of a free rekey or an HVAC tune-up. It's going to cover some modifications and permits. The most important thing is the free Freon. You know what's really expensive in the HVAC repair? Do you know what it is, Rick?
Well, it sounds like it might be the Freon.
It's the Freon, the cost of the stuff that we have to fill in. And that's all fluctuated, right? Those costs are always fluctuated on what the market is, and what you have inside your machine. Is it R22? Is it the newer thing? All of that is always fluctuated, and those costs can be $100 to like $250 a pound, and typically HVAC is running 10 to 15 pounds. So that can be a big cost. So we have free Freon included in the Shield Complete. We also do what's called a free recall. Warranty, we can be challenging. I'm not one to say we are perfect. So say we come out and we didn't get it right when we come out and we couldn't fix the problem, we come out again free within 30 days. And that is included in the Shield Complete. So $815 is a good number on that page 5 of on the RPA. And then, of course, then it's $75 if you had the seller's coverage. So when you are running your net sheet for your sellers, if you're sitting at the table and kind of running through what the costs are, it's kind of a good number to put about $900 for warranty when you're laying out how much they should expect on warranty as a line item in that net sheet for a seller for them to expect to pay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Good. Yeah, and then, you especially if somebody's buying, I mean, every home is used except for new construction, obviously, but, then you have that extra, I know I'm going to say insurance policy, but it's not an insurance policy, it's a warranty, but it gives you that, at least that peace of mind when you're buying a property that you have a certain amount of time where if anything happens, you're covered.
Yep. And two things I'll bring up because you just said it. We do have a new construction product. It kicks in. It is a little bit more expensive, but it is a longer policy. It is a 4-year policy. It kicks in after the builder's warranty kicks in or takes off. So it's year 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you are selling a new home, new construction, and you have somebody that needs a little peace of mind and they're not really ready to take on some of those issues, we do have a new construction. And we sell in 2 different ways, right? We sell lots of warranties in what we call direct to consumers. You see our commercial, you jump on AAA, you jump on AARP, or you jump on our website and you buy direct to consumers. Those are different products. They are a waiting period, which a lot of people call me, hey, how long is the wait? Our real estate product has no wait, okay? We have no wait. We kick in on the close of escrow date, and we continue on. If you get on our website, they will have a 30-day wait and different types of limits. Shield Complete has $7,000 on appliances, $15,000 on HVAC. That is not the case on a direct-to-consumer type plan. So it's really important that if you are dealing with a real estate client of yours, not to say, hey, go on American Home Shield's website and check it out, because they're going to be pointed to something different unless they're really savvy and can navigate into I'm buying and selling a home, and that's kind of a little bit tricky. So make sure you send them a flyer. And the reason is 25% of our real estate clients have a claim in the first 2 months. So the reason we don't let them have that waiting period is they're turning in something right away. And that's why it's really important to look at that and to look at that inspection report, and make sure things are kind of getting looked at. I mean, I'm feeling really bad for this water valve issue because I'm like, why didn't we fix the water valve before we closed? What do I do? So,
right.
Anyhow, okay, next question. Sorry.
I was going to say, that's kind of the agent. So that just brought up a really good point. So I have a seller's warranty on the property. I'm selling the property. Buyers come in, they do their thing. If I'm working for the buyer, then we want to make sure that any of that stuff that is on the inspection report that can be covered under the seller's policy, I mean, we probably want to take a look at that, right?
Oh, I would have 100% gotten that valve fixed if that seller would have had coverage. That valve would have been fixed instantly. We would have had no problem getting that fixed. 100%. So that example of the valve that I'm literally dealing with this morning, I mean, it's like an email I sent this morning. So what happened was she closed last week, and then the buyer turned in a claim on, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday last week. And then she sent it to me, hey, American Home Shield denied this for pre-existing. She sent me the email, help me. And I'm like, okay, send me the inspection report. And I was hoping, and I use inspection reports. Some warranty companies, they require an inspection report within the first 30 days of any claim filed because they don't have a waiting period, but they just want to make sure that there is nothing pre-existing. We don't require that, but every once in a while we have this kickback that says, hey, this looks like this was pre-existing, but had this been turned in during seller's coverage, we would have fixed it because it was an unknown issue during seller's coverage. We would have fixed it. So then I look at it and I'm like, girlfriend, you had an issue that you closed, and I don't know. I mean, maybe during her request for repairs she got a concession. Maybe she got $2,000 during request for repairs. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but clearly the request for repairs, or clearly the inspection report says major leak. You know, it's clearly leaking. I see it. So I'm not sure how I can help her because it's definitely pre-existing, and she just started the policy on like Monday or something, and it just got turned in, and there's no longevity. Had there been seller's cover, there's nothing. I mean, I don't mean to be a stickler. I help you guys a ton. Everybody knows I really help, but this one's really kind of plain and simple. Somebody should have got it fixed, or we should have gotten seller's coverage, or, you know, I don't know.
Right, especially when it's spelled out right there, too. You take care of it because you know you already had one and then transferred into a buyer's and you paid for it. So you might as well take advantage of it. So that's a good point there, too. So if you're going to be selling property with the seller's coverage, make sure in the transition that you pay attention to what's on the seller's, the inspection report, not thinking that it can be taken care of after, because then it becomes a pre-existing condition. Right. So that's good. It's good to know when you're
and if you're ever in doubt, send it to me. I have people send me.
I was just going to say that because you can take a look. Yeah.
Right. I have HVACs. I had a agent call me recently. What do you think about this HVAC? And the buyer was really concerned. And I'm like, all it says is this HVAC is past its life expectancy. We do not have any wording or contractual limitations on life expectancy or timing. Some home warranties do not cover appliances or HVACs past certain time periods. We do not have that. So wording that inspectors put on inspections that say this past its life, yes, I know. Some of us have HVACs that are 25 years old, myself included. Yeah, I know they're old. We should get ready. So those are the people that should most 100% have warranties or cash in the bank prepared to buy a HVAC because they're going to go bad because they are past their life expectancy. That doesn't mean I'm not going to cover it. Now, if that one does go bad, and it goes bad in the first 30 days of the home warranty, I'm going to want to make sure that the wires aren't mixed up and the wires aren't getting peed on by a dog and they're not crossed. I'm going to have to look at those kind of things. But past its life expectancy isn't super concerning. And Rick, I had 3 HVACs last summer that went kapoots in the first week and a half of home ownership that I had to look at inspection reports. And a lot of that is because they're moving into the home in the first week in July, and they're opening up the garage, they're opening up the front doors, and they crank their HVAC to 65, and they blow out their condensers because they don't realize you can't do that in July, and so they push things to the limits. And I do have bad luck that happens like that. So then I do have to look at those inspection reports. And I mean, I had one, I've talked about it before, that literally the buyer's agent let them close, and the inspection report said, cannot access HVAC because it's too hot to get on the roof. And I couldn't help them because they didn't even they did nothing more as due diligence to inspect the units because it was on the roof, and they closed with the inspection report. Could not access roof because it was too hot or something like that. And I'm like, how can I help you? I don't even know what they look like.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, cool.
Okay, sorry, I'm rambling.
No. I think the stories are good because that gives them examples of what happens out there today. And I would imagine, being in Las Vegas, that is the number one thing that you guys deal with is probably HVAC, correct?
No, actually, our largest claim category is appliances. We have hundreds and hundreds of vendors. Yeah, we pay out the most in appliances, and I think that is because we cannot keep I think everybody, we just can't keep track of all the parts. There's just so many manufacturers of appliances, so we just deem things that just forget it, we'll just pay out and replace appliances, and then it's water heaters because of our hard water, and then it's HVACs. HVACs is the largest is a large payout problem. I think, you know, it can be a large category on the payout side, but we pay out most of the appliances, believe it or not.
Wow.
I think it's just because
That's
there's so many vendors and I probably have about 15 near $6,500 in payouts.
Wow.
We pay out almost the max on appliances this past. I think I did 2 for Natalie Cornejo. You'll have to ask her about
nice.
it. Yeah.
She's in my coaching. Yeah, she's good. Wonderful, wonderful agent.
Yep.
Wonderful lady.
I've done about 2 for her recently, maxing out.
Cool. Well, see, she's a top agent, and that's my point. A lot of the top agents use the warranty, which is great. All right, Trisha.
Yep.
We've got 2 minutes left, so give us anything final you want to say to these lovely people out here.
I like to meet you
Your
guys.
Closing statement.
Oh gosh. I like to meet you guys how you are. I like to be my own self. So, you know, you can always text me. I think I've prided myself on building my own business with Berkshire on meeting you guys how you are. I'm answering my phones. You guys can use the pro.ahs.com. And just meeting you guys how you are. And it's been nice to get to know you guys and be around. I can't wait to see you guys on Friday. Your awards party is going to be super exciting and celebrate you guys and all your wins. And I think this year is going to be great. And I'm here as a partner to help you guys sell warranty as a value add. Don't close on it, you guys. I know it's not super exciting, and I know it's just one more thing to talk about in this, you know, challenging climate. But don't close on it, because there's too many stories on you guys feeling left at the table and having to get on Best Buy and buy a dishwasher because you forgot to talk about it or you negotiated warranty off in a deal. But you shouldn't be closing without warranty. I mean, it's so important that it's on your contract. So don't close without a warranty just because you negotiated it off. Those are I'd rather you go with a competitor than go without one at all, you know? So,
right. Perfect.
Close with.
All right. Well, I just want to say, and I'll see you Friday.
Yeah,
too.
see you
So,
Friday.
Trisha, thank you very much for your time today. Trisha Ferris, ladies and gentlemen, American Home Shield. All right. Thank you. We'll see you Friday. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Trisha, really appreciate it.
Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye now.